Dear friends, today we are going to understand who we are today and tomorrow on a topic called wisdom. If we say that we have understood who we are, then everything is fine. But because we do not know who we are, we face many problems. Now we are going to say that we have seen our life. We are living in the midst of so many problems. These problems are the ones that tell us to look for something. If we say that there are no problems, we will not come here and sit like this. Now, what will get us rid of these problems? This is a topic called our wisdom. In fact, even though we come to wisdom, the main thing is to get rid of our problems. Is it helpful for that? Let us find out what that wisdom is. Now, for example, in your life, from morning to evening, you have the same problems. At home, you have problems. If you go to an office, you have problems in the office. You have problems in the office. You have problems outside the office. When you come to the streets, all the places you go are the same problem. From morning to evening, the same problems are there. Even though so many problems happen, your mind is okay. If you tell it like that, your mind is calm and happy. No matter how much trouble we have, it is not a problem at all. Now, it is the same. We have no problems at home or in the office. No matter where we go, everything is going smoothly, but our mind is not at peace. There is only tension, only negative thoughts, only one thing, one fear, one sadness, one anger, one anxiety. Something like this comes, and our mind is not at peace. But all the circumstances are good. There is no problem. There is no problem in the circumstances. Now, if two different aspects come and tell us one thing, there are many problems, but our mind is at peace. If you tell us, this is one state, this is another state, there is no problem, everything is fine, we have everything we need. I am fine at home, I am fine at work, I am fine at places I go, I am fine at places I come, but my mind is not at all right. I am not at all at peace. Now, which of these two states do you want? Do you want the first state or the second state? Audience response. First state, you have to tell me which state you want. If I tell you what the first state is, there are many problems. There are the same problems from morning to evening, but my mind is okay. My mind is peaceful. Then if I tell you what it really is, even if everyone does something, everyone wants the mind. Everyone wants a perfect state of mind. No matter what the situation is, it may seem like I am coping, but if my mind is at peace, we will face the problems. Whatever the problem, we will cope with them. Then if I tell you what it really is, if it really comes to me, the real problem is in our mind. The real problem is that when this mind comes, we know it. We know the functioning of the mind. We come to the mind and we look after it without any problem. Is it true that we come and find something, achieve something and say that it is all that mental achievement? At that time, everything is okay in the mind, but when we say that everything is not okay in the mind, no matter how good the circumstances are, we will remain without peace and problems. Now, what do we do with this mind? Will the mind be okay? What do we do with this mind? Will this mind be okay? Now, this is a big challenge for a human society. That is, what does that mind do? How do we control the mind? Now, if we were to ask what this is, only the wise people would have the ability to say that we have made the mind okay. That is why, what do? The wise people go and tell us the same thing. We wander around after the wise men saying, "Give me a lesson." There are so many different approaches to spirituality. All approaches are based on this mentality. They say that we can get rid of our problems. Those spiritual organizations, wise men, have left everything behind us. So many wise men are there now. Let us take Ramana Maharshi as an example. He is a great wise man. He attained enlightenment at the age of 16. He was a school student. Suddenly one day he felt the fear of death. He did not know how to face that fear of death. He just kept on living that fear of death. He said that there was no other way. He attained enlightenment. He knew that some change had taken place, but he did not understand what the change was. If you said that you had read all of Ramana's books, you would have put that statement in the same way. Because even those who wrote this statement do not know what happened to Ramana. So what did you say? They will say, in his own words, and they will say what Ramana said. They will say, I faced death and discovered something. But if you really tell them what it is something that a 16-year-old boy would know. It is not a huge thing, but it is a huge thing that is being taught. You have been told that you will get all that knowledge without trying for many lives. But if you tell them, "We have seen what it is," they will say, "it is something that a boy of that age can discover, and that too in 5 minutes in one day." Now, with Ramana, he himself came to us and told us what it was, without telling us what it was, and his statement was like that. Even those who commented on him were unable to discuss it. That is why even the wise men came, and how they achieved that knowledge is a bit of a mystery. You have taken the life of Buddha. If you tell me, you can trace his journey a little bit because he came at a good age level, he got married and had children, he discovered all this, he discovered wisdom or what. So if we look at his journey a little bit, we can see how he really discovered wisdom or what wisdom he has. We have a chance to identify a path for him. This is how Buddha faced many problems. Everyone is in trouble. He is thinking seriously that there is some way to get rid of these problems. He said that we will dedicate our lives to that and came to a conclusion. He opens his wife and people. He has a royal position waiting for him and leaves that too. Then, just like everyone else, they are teaching him all the meditation practices. There are 2 gurus who are teaching him lessons. He also does a lot of meditation practices, so he immediately has good experiences when he practices meditation. The mind is so peaceful, then he feels satisfied. Oh my, how many wonderful experiences we have. How many wonderful experiences we have through this meditation. It's like all our problems have left us. But when I ask him what happened, that satisfaction doesn't last long. That's the problem. He stays in a good state for half an hour, until its effect takes effect. After that effect goes away, he returns to his old state. Then what? We came and somehow tried something for half an hour, and for half an hour, we are in a good experience. We are in a good, blissful state. We have no problems. Then when I ask him to make the same effort a little more intense, a little more profound, he says, "Can we stabilize this experience and make it permanent?" He makes a calculation and intensifies his effort a little more. When I ask him what happened, it's his health that has deteriorated and his physical health has gone. Then he doesn't understand anything. What are good experiences? He gets it. He can't even try this. He says he doesn't know what to do. If you ask his teachers, they also repeat what they said. They just tell him to do the same thing you did. They don't know what to tell them. He also tries to do it. He gets it. It's gone. He just goes and struggles like that. Then at one point when you ask him what it is, he says he doesn't need all this and throws everything away. He doesn't know what to do on top of that. He just goes and sits under a tree, not knowing what to do. In that state, what he was waiting for and suffering so much for so long, that situation happens to him. Then he is very surprised what we have done. Even our teachers can't explain it. They also say they will do the same thing you did. But we did it all and tried to get it changed. Everything we get is deceiving, but here we get what we expect without doing anything, and we get it ourselves. Then he asks, what is the matter with this? When he asks, what is the matter, his mind is already operating in another dimension. Now it is operating in another dimension. Then he says, within me, I cannot bring this through my own efforts. There is a different movement within my mind. It is called the state of nirvana. Such a state is within everyone. It is within me. It is within you. No matter how much effort I make, I cannot bring this. It is already there. I have discovered that it existed. This state can be discovered by anyone because it is within you. Just as it is within me, it is within you. Anyone can discover it. But first you must know that something like this exists. You must discover it within yourself. He says, as if you are discovering it within yourself. Now, if he really told his mother what he had discovered, that state of nirvana, what is this? What is this within us? What is this? Now, did the Buddha discover it for the first time? Didn't all the wise men say anything about it? Didn't our scriptures describe it? Now, everyone is really saying this one thing, but each one is giving it a name that suits them. Now, the Buddha came and said that the state of nirvana, in our scriptures, it is called mukti, moksha, liberation, etc. Now, does such a state really exist with us? What is it? What is its function? Why do we come and try to bring something and develop it step by step? We can take time for it. We can try. We can take time for it. We can take whatever time we want. It already exists for us. We don't need all that time for it. If we have looked at it properly, it is there. That's all you know, what is really happening with us now in the name of liberation, salvation and moksha. What do our Shastras or Gnanis say? There is a king in that court, and there are many ministers, chief ministers and scholars. Then a wise man comes to that court, and everyone comes to him and tells him all their doubts, questions and problems and asks for a solution. Then the king tells him what his problems are and asks for a solution. Then what does the wise man say? Whatever your problem is, hand it over to me. I will fix it. Then the king says, Swami, it doesn't matter if the problems are outside. I can hand over to you. The problem is all in my mind. How can I hand over the problem in my mind to you, Swami? The king expresses his doubt. Then the wise man says, okay, everything is fine. It is a little difficult to come and hand over the problem in your mind to me. Then you do something else. You say that there is a problem in your mind. Do you know for sure that it is somewhere? Then your problem comes to your mind and you tell me where it is and you locate it within yourself. I come there and fix it. Then what does that king do? He looks inside his mind. He looks inside himself and says where the problem is. He looks inside himself and looks inside himself. When the Swami looks inside, he finds nothing. Then the wise man asks, if you said that there is a problem, and that too is in your mind, if you said that it is in your mind, now you are saying that there is no problem. Then is there really a problem or not? Are you asking for a solution for a problem that exists or for a problem that does not exist? Now, if you really told him what it is, if you came and told him what you said first, then the solution to the problem is the beginning is the beginning. Now, the question is, how has it changed? If you ask me, is there a problem or not? It is the problem. Now, we are all searching for it. If you ask me, why are we searching? We are searching for a solution to our problems. Now, you ask me, what happened? Now we have to search for the problem. If you ask me, what is it? Now we have to search for the problem. If you ask me, what is it? Now, why does it seem like there is a problem? Now, what is really there? What is the aspect of that problem? Why do you pretend to be like that and pretend not to be? Is it really a problem? What is it? How is it? Now, we had a meeting in Coimbatore. Then at the end of that meeting, there was a question and answer session. Then a gentleman asked me a question. I get angry easily. It is very difficult to control it. Please tell me a way to control this anger. He asked me, what is it? Then when he told me, what is it? I got angry easily. It's hard to control. Now, we were just talking to him. Sir, you are asking me for ideas on how to control your anger. It's hard for you to control it, but it's hard for me to control it. Then how can I tell you the way? But you have come and made two statements. One is that it's easy to get angry. You have made a statement. The second statement is that it's hard to control that anger. You have made a second statement, but you have come and made two statements. One is that it's easy to get angry. You have made a statement. The second statement is that it's hard to control that anger. You have made a second statement. As far as this second statement is concerned, we are both on the same side. So I don't need to give you any ideas. Just this first statement, please clarify it for me. If you say that getting angry is difficult, I won't ask you to do this job because it's easy. I'll come and tell you what to do. Now, if you ask me what's wrong with this, I'll tell you what's wrong with us. Our emotions, all of them, are under our control. We have a thought that if we ask me what's wrong, we can take everything under our control and handle it. Okay, now we get angry like this. So many different emotions come to us. It's just that it's not under our control. Then how do our wise people control it? How do you understand it? How do you take it under control? What do you teach us about this from the wise? Now we have seen our Buddha. We have seen Ramana. What did he know? What techniques did he use to get rid of his problems? Now, if you say, it's like this, how many different emotions come to us? These emotions come and we say, we need to take them under our control. Now, if you really say that those emotions are real, how long is their life? Now, if you really say that they are real, how long is their life? Now, if someone is feeling sad and in pain, how long does he stay in that pain? Now, if you have seen some people who have been in pain for years, they have seen them being in fear for years. When all this comes, will the life of our emotions last for a year, 6 months, or months? All our emotions are one. It explodes like an explosion and disappears. Only when it disappears do we know that it has come. When we know that it has left us. Now you come in this rainy season and we see all this thunder and lightning. Lightning flashes like a flashlight. 4 or 5 seconds later, the sound of thunder comes to us. No one comes and we are afraid of this flashlight. When we hear that thunder, we think that something is falling on our heads. But when we actually hear that thunder, there is no thunder. It ended with that flashlight. But even if it did, we still think that the thunder is there and behave as if it were. Any thunder that we hear in our ears has no chance of falling on our heads. If it were to fall on our heads, it would have fallen with that flashlight. The flashlight fell for 4 or 5 seconds, and then we hear a thunder sound. If you say you're scared, we're scared to see something that's not there. Now, if you come and say you saw it at night, you'll come back at some point and say, "What kind of star is this?" We'll tell you all our names. And if you say, "Bring a scientist to show you this star," if you say, "This star is good," what will he say? Yes, it looks like there's a star there, but in reality there's no star there. If someone says something like this, "There's a star right in front of our eyes and there's no star," then it's true. It takes so long for the light that left so many years ago to reach us. When that light reaches us, when we look at our star, there's no star in that direction. It could be somewhere. It's not in the direction we're looking. If you say, "What's wrong with everything?" all the emotions come and go, and it just disappears like an explosion. If we tell you what we are doing, we behave as if it exists. We act as if it does not exist. We develop unnecessary problems, come to life and develop them. Our problems are the same, but it is developing. It has grown like a plant. We may be the reason for it to appear, or there may be no reason, but we are the reason for it to grow. We are the reason for it to exist. Now there is a vessel. That vessel has a lot of water. If you say that you lightly put your finger on it, then a wave will come out of it and form a pattern. Now what will we do to equalize this wave? What will happen if you put your hand on it and apply it like that? You will be equalized. We have created this situation. We have created this situation. We can do nothing to equalize it. No need to worry. I went to Malaysia about 4 or 5 years ago. There was a washing machine and I asked what was in it. Now what should we do? It's like the pressing type that we have in our place. What should we do with the tape on the pressing type? If you press it with your left hand and wash your right hand and leave it to press, the water will stop. If you leave the press, the water will stop. Is that normal? That's how it is. Now I came there and it was the same. There was a tape on a pressing type. If you press it with your left hand and wash your hand and leave it, the water won't come out. Okay, then I said that there was some problem with that spring action. I said that I would tap it a little and fix it. Even after tapping it, it didn't seem to be leaking. Then I asked someone nearby, "What should I do if the water won't come out?" I asked him. "You said you bought it." And he went to the store. Okay, he is not responsible and is going away. We are responsible and we are going to fix it. We knocked a little and looked. It doesn't seem like water is coming in. Now you have come here and seen some tapes. When you say you have opened the water, it is not coming in. It is just dripping so lightly that you can't find out. Well, even if there is water like that, we can leave it and go. What will it do? It is pouring. Well, if we don't try a little, we don't seem to be getting it. Okay, we will go too. If he goes, the water will stand by itself and go away. Now that kind of tape is now in our places. Now if you don't take a shower, the water will keep coming in. You don't have to do all the work of cleaning it. Now this is how we look at our emotions and our work of cleaning them. This is how our emotions come in. The people who are developing it, the people who are taking care of it, don't need to work on it. It's just that now the wise people say, this is how it is. And they have worked hard and struggled to find it. That's all. They say, I did penance for 10 years, I did penance for 20 years, I did penance for 30 years, I did penance for my entire life. And they say, I found it. And finally they say, I found it. They are the ones who have found it and they don't need to do anything. Now, if you say, this is what this is, this mind will come and fix it, and it will fix its problem. We have come and entered and made a mess that is unnecessary. Now, if you say, you have come and left this, then that mind will start to go. That mind will start to function. And then that mind will come and move freely in that direction. We say liberation, salvation, and moksha. But we have to come to some conclusion, and only then will we let it run its course. We come to some conclusion saying that we have no work to do there, and we call it our knowledge, which comes to a conclusion. Now, if you really ask what this knowledge is, what liberation is, what is it? There is a lot of confusion. Even if you look at our scriptures, they will not give a definition. They will not say that this is how it is. They will say that this is the meaning, but they will not explain it in a way that makes you understand. They somehow distort and twist it and say whatever. We already want to go on the right path. They are just trying to get rid of it a little. We take advantage of it and are very clear about it. But if you think that everything is within our hands and want to understand it, it will take you only 5 minutes to understand it. There is nothing. But if you ask me, some people come and do these yogic achievements when they get some yogic siddhis, some experiences, all this. It gives them a kind of something. But in reality, these yogic achievements have nothing to do with this liberation of knowledge. It comes and becomes a sidetrack. But when I ask many people, they show an interest in that. They want some blissful experiences, some powers. When those kinds of experiences go their way, they will miss this. They will miss that knowledge and liberation. If you ask me, what is this? It comes an intellectual understanding, an understanding of wisdom, something else, an understanding of a special nature. We don't need to do anything internally. It's all correct. Our understanding is that we have no work there. A simple understanding is enough for us. No, we have something. If you say you want a good state, good experiences, good power, you can meditate on it. You can do whatever you want. If you do this, you will get this. If you don't do this, you will get this, etc. There are many chakras in our body. If you say that you have meditated on these chakras, meditated on them, all this is very complicated. Now, if you say that you have seen a lot, and if those who have all these siddhis and powers tell you what it is, even if they tell you a lot, they will say that this is of no use. But no one says that this knowledge and liberation are of no use. Because when they come to the end and say that this is just the beginning, there is no such thing as grandeur as we expect. It is truly grandeur, but even if it were, it would not be a situation as we expect. There is a great bliss consciousness, where we will always be in a state of blissful intoxication. It is a real truth. But when this comes, it will be with us for the rest of our lives. Now, it is the same. Some people come and go to a Zen master. Some come as a student and go to join. These three things are like this. The people were going to go, and when they asked what the Zen master was, he offered them something. He asked them what they wanted to drink. Do you want the best drink from our monastery or any other fruit juice? Then they all asked what happened. They said, we will have the best drink from the monastery. They all said, please give us the best drink from the monastery. And immediately he came and said, I will give you the best drink from the monastery. They immediately gave everyone water. Then they all said, what did you want to drink today? They said, this is going to be some kind of grand feast with fruit juices. They said, we expected ordinary green water, but you deceived us. They were very upset. Then the next day and the next morning he asked them, what do you want to drink today? They all said, do you want the best drink from the monastery or fruit juice? The best drink is enough, sir, they say. Let us rule. Now this is the same with us. This knowledge, liberation comes to us. It is like our pure water. There is nothing here. But it will stay with you for your life and give you everything you need. Now, these yoga siddhis, all these are like these fruit juices. At that time, it will be very exciting. It will be good. It will seem like it is like this. But it will collapse you. Just like we vomit with fruit juices, it will also come to us and bring many problems. Now, if we come and ask what we have to do to reach a natural state, we don't need to do anything. We have to work a lot to achieve something great. This is what is here. This is the great thing. But if we ask what is there for this, we don't have to do any work here. But we can't just sit idle, so we have to do something. That's all we do. Now, the problem is that we don't have to do anything. That's why we need to understand that we don't have to do anything. Because we are used to always coming and doing things and being active, our hands can't be idle. We are creating an unnecessary problem. Now, we don't have to come and do anything. All we need to do is come here with a simple understanding. If we say that we understand that, all the problems are over and everything is gone. Everything that was there is gone. Now, even yesterday, someone came to our house to meet us. Then he asked some questions. When I said that he asked questions, I saw that he asked some very preliminary questions. Then I thought that he had just come and asked some unnecessary questions. When I said that he had seen, he understood everything very well. It's very clear I came and understood this, and I have reached that next level. Now, even if I think about it, I cannot go back to the old level. He is saying that if we say that we have reached such an understanding, you can never go back to that state of ignorance as before. Once you have come, it is not a big deal to understand this. It is enough for you to understand our reality, a universal thing that is at our feet. There is nothing big or special there. It is not a matter of climbing some big Himalaya or climbing Mount Everest and creating a record. It is enough to accept our inability. Mentally, we accept our inability and just be. That is why all the wise men of that time said, just be yourself. But what is this? Not knowing where to be yourself is the problem. Now, a lot of people in our country are having problems. If you say that you have seen the problem, if you say that it is a spiritually superior country, everyone will say that it is India. But if you say that our people from abroad came here from abroad, what are they commenting on about our India? Everyone here is a fraud. Everyone is acting from the perspective of how they are deceiving whom. No one can be trusted. Everyone is not honest. There is no spirituality like this in foreign countries. But how many honest people are there? Then why are we being so dishonest when we are at such a spiritual height? We have lost our division and classification. There is a place where we should be idle, and there is a place where we should be active. Then if we say that we know where we should be idle and where we should be active, then we will be better internally. We will be fine on the external level as well. We will take a short break, and then we will have a second session. Now, this is the first session to understand. After this, what are we going to do internally? Should we be idle internally, or should we act externally? Should we go internally? What are we going to do internally? We will discuss this in our second round. It is in this second round that we will come and ask all the questions and answers. Because in many places, if you say, in the first round, many questions were asked in the first round, we could ask all our questions and answers.